You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you.
Ooh.
Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Am I not allowed to do that?
I guess not. I didn't know. Right, that's why I don't know if you ever seen me
Yeah, just be like,
I'll be like, let me do the penitentiary type way, because y'all acting kind of weird. Okay, let's see. This one should.
come on, Hood, act right.
Oh, there we go. You okay? All right, we are live everywhere. We are everywhere. Yes, we are. Okay, this one is the YouTube. We are live on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Facebook. Hey, there's Rain Crow. Okay, y'all come on in. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get it started.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we're live every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. That's every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
So I'm going to mute it on the YouTube, and I will be back, because we're going to play one song. Facebook, this music does belong to me. Okay, I am the artist. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. This one is for everybody that did time. You already know what it is. I know y'all gonna feel this one. Hey, big slime. I did big time. Giving up the years, they took me straight off the front line. I'm not lying. And watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. And the feds looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Then reality set in like it was supposed to. Cat calls, that's what them folks do. Round bag, bologna sandwich in them jumpsuits. My cellmate just did 100 years on some dumb shit. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in a cell is just like being in a grave. If ain't no money on your books and you ain't eating shit, you better pray that you get mail a penitentiary gift. And for them lonely days, a visitation list from your family and your friends, that's a major lift. And yo, spirit, all the drama on the yard, you wanna forget it, yeah. Behind these walls is different, and they wouldn't understand if you didn't live it. Ayy, big slime, I did big time, ayy, and they took me off the front line. I'm still scarred from doing my time, and everybody say I should let go. I'm trying, but it did something to my mental. In or out the pen, you know I'm still 10 toes. You know. Now you know, I hold my own, that ain't wrong. And I know I gotta think different, cause if I don't, then I guess I be the saint, nigga. Wait, I'm tryna let it go. I'm tryna be a better person so I don't have to get physical. I gotta get my mind right for the limelight. I don't care who judging if they don't know we're doing time like. Tryna be an example to my fans and all my peoples and my nieces and my nephew. Big slime, I did big time. Sitting in that cold cell in the daytime. Your time be fine, but it's not like the world, no. Big slime, I did big time. Giving up them years, they took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. And the fellas looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Damn, is this the end of the day, in the stash, like in the grave, in the grave. Is that your first time hearing that song?
Yeah, but I liked it. That's what's up.
I wrote that for all of us because people wouldn't understand if they didn't live in it. If they didn't live how we lived.
If you've never been to the penitentiary, then you'll never understand. Ever.
At all.
Like, ever.
And this whole week on the couch is prison, jail, felon talk. So if you are tuning in and you like, what are they talking about? This is what we talking about. And I do this every month because this is a safe space to get out of prison and be able to express yourself without somebody looking at you judging. Because ain't nobody coming on. I don't got no couch potatoes that's judgmental, right? None of my couch potatoes is judgmental. We be chilling. No. So, one, can you tell everybody where you're from and how much time you did?
I am from the Tulsa area, and I ended up doing 31 years and some change. But it equaled out to 11,470 days. Like, long time.
And hearing how many actual days that is, isn't that mind-boggling?
Like, some people say, like, don't say it in days because it doesn't, but when you say 31 years, like, I get it on both sides. Because, I was arrested at 14.
Right.
And, like, within a week and a half, I had a no bond. And so there was no opportunity for me to, get back out. And then I got sentenced at 16 and then hit old Mabel Bassett in the city at 16. Mm-hmm. Then was shipped to Texas because they didn't want me on their yard. And
so they, even though you came from Oklahoma, they shipped you to Texas.
Yeah, at that time, Oklahoma was overcrowded, and so they had been shipping people down to Texas. The first group of women went down to Odessa in like January or February, and then we got shipped to San Antonio in May. And then I spent a year.
Of what year?
96. Mm-hmm. And then I spent a year and a half in San Antonio.
In 1996, how old were you?
I turned 17.
I was 6 years old.
Shut up, you ready to go?
I'm sorry. I was just thinking like, damn. I was only 6.
Right. And like a lot of people, like I meet a lot of people and I just look at them like, you're still in Pampers, bro. Like, but in a way, so was I, I turned 18 down in Texas and then got shipped back to Oklahoma. They were in the middle of building McLeod, so they shipped us to Ottawa County because Mabel Bassett was still too full. And then I hit McLeod in November of 98 and then spent 26 years there total before I had made parole and went shipped to lower security to Eddie's and then went home.
Now, at the time that you were arrested, were you one of the youngest people to be arrested in that time?
Oh, yeah. I know right now, me and another girl, Montoya,
right,
we're both 14.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm listed as one of the youngest arrested, longest serving juveniles. Even though, there's other juveniles that's done more time, but I fit in that particular category.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, that's technically history.
Yeah, but I don't.
Not the right one.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I don't.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
But
I'm already statistic. So, and then being a statistic on top of statistic, that was really hard for me to say.
Yeah.
But for me to do that and be that, I'm like, man, fuck that. Are we allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Girl, ain't no fucking limit. Shit.
No, but I'm just like, fuck that. I don't want to be that statistic. And so that makes me want to strive even harder.
Shit, I'm taking my shoes off.
You're taking yours off too.
Girl.
I was like, listen, this
Robin's in the house, the fuck.
This shot.
This is family. Y'all better the fuck.
Man, when I pulled up, I was just like, okay, so this is where I'm at. You're like, you're right here. I was just like, oh God, please.
You did it, girl.
Yeah, I
now,
did.
and
and I want to go back to the statistic part. And the only reason why is because, you know, in our day and age, we only really know, well, for some people, we only really know the people that made history in the now. But they didn't realize, and you didn't realize at the time, that you would have actually made history. Now to this day, like, you literally are like the reason why the system needs to change. Like, the reason, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I get it.
You're like the face, but not really the face. Like, not because you want to be, but because you just are.
But I accept it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's crazy is not last week, but the week before, I get a phone call in the middle of working asking if I wanted to go talk to Oklahoma legislation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm like, me? Like, there's so many other people that speak more eloquent than I do and things, and they're like, no, you. Like, you're fresh out, basically. I got out in April, and so you still have it. I don't think it's ever going to go away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I have some fam and some friends that are just like, well, you know, you got to start learning how to be this way, and you got to start learning how to be that way. And I'm at the point where, like, well, then who am I supposed to be? Because I've been this person for so long, and it's not been a bad person per se.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm like, now I'm not good enough.
Right.
I mean, I do have those little trigger moments or whatever. Like, almost got shoulder checked in Walmart. And my first instinct was like, what's up, homie?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a person too.
Yeah.
You know, and my people were just like, shut up. Like, they shoot people out here, like, without even caring. You know, you can't just lock with somebody and it be that, you know?
Right.
And so, you know, so I'm learning how to bite my tongue more, but yet, if I still feel so strongly about it, to speak in a non-confrontational way. But that's hard for me too, because I'm just, you know, most people that, when they meet me, their first impression is I'm just a bitch. I'm like, I'm a sweetheart.
Right.
But yeah, don't get on my bad side either.
Right, right. But the thing is, you know, and for some of us, you know, we go through the same thing, and we didn't do as much time as you. Yep. Do you know what's going on with the juvie case? Are they still working on getting them out?
They're trying really hard with the juvenile stuff. I was also invited to Philly in November by an organization called Fair Sentencing of Youth, and their whole main goal is to, like, eradicate, like, life without sentences and life sentences for juveniles, trying to get the age limit raised and like all of that. Every member that is a part of this organization was once a juvenile offender, and
it's a huge stigma. Incarceration doesn't flawed in cases like this. Yep.
And so, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, I'm a completely innocent person.
Right.
Like, without going into too much, you know. Yes, I did it, but it was a complete accident. You know what I'm saying? And like my family, I've talked to my family as well, like, I believe there was some consequence, you know, and things like that. But once you're in the system, they don't make you go to therapy.
No.
They don't make you take classes.
No.
They don't make you work.
No.
You can choose to do absolutely nothing with your life.
Yeah.
And so those that do classes and do go to therapy and, you know, and stuff like that, like, that's a plus in itself.
Right.
Especially classes that don't take days off your sentence.
Yes.
And so those particular classes, those non-credited classes, there's some helpful ones. There's a lot of, faith-based ones and stuff like that.
Right.
But also, if you're doing a lot of time, you can't get in those classes.
Mm-mm.
Because you're not you don't leave in 2 years, or, and so if you have to beg, borrow, steal, plead, throw a tantrum just to get into a class that technically you're not supposed to be in because you have such a high sentence.
Now,
go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that makes it discouraging for people that have a lot of time, being on the yard and feeling as if they, can't really do anything unless it's faith-based?
Yeah, you're counted out. Like, it's just, like, really you don't matter. And so you've already been told that you're a piece of shit because you're now a criminal. And so now you're more of a piece of shit because you're doing all this time, so you don't matter. And so without realizing it in some form or fashion, you start kind of underlying believing that. Unless, like, even those that have real strong minds, and strong,
beliefs
self-esteem and everything else like that, if there's at some point or whatever, you're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm a piece of shit, the world thinks I'm a piece of shit, so fuck it, I'm gonna show them I'm a piece of shit. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been there, done that, like, I used to have a motto, like, you gotta commit a felony every day. And it's not like a world felony, it's like a prison felony, like, some type of something that would get you a write-up. And if you got away with the felony, like, you abide by the misdemeanor, so you can get away with the felonies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So, which is messed up. But, like, you abide by the felony so you don't attract the attention of the police, or the misdemeanors, so you don't attract. When they say lock down, go lock down. Because if you didn't lock down, what happened? You got your cell searched.
Yeah.
If your bunkie had stuff and then they get caught up with that stuff or whatever, you're having to replace it because you're acting like an ass and stuff. And it just, like, no, you abide by the misdemeanor so you can get away with the felonies. And like, I only had 4 misconducts in my whole 31 years.
Wow.
4.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's very huge.
Like 4? How did I only have 4?
Yeah, I had way more than that. I had a lot. Shit, I had a lot.
But I also made sure that I worked and I tried to present myself better than the bad ones.
Right.
And so that way, if I did get into some hump, no, that wasn't me. You don't know me to be like that. Like, so you learn how to play the system. It's just crazy.
You felt like it taught you how to be a better liar?
Most definitely. Most definitely. And, but you never lie about stuff that you can find out.
Right.
Like, it just, and everybody prides themselves, I'm not fake, I'm not this, I'm not that. Well, kind of. Yeah,
you got to be fake on the yard. Yeah. I always say that. You have to be somebody that you're not. You have to put on these characters and these faces and these...
Especially, like, with the police and things like that. Like, now, when you actually found real, solid people that you could just be normal, or what we would deem normal.
Right.
Like, it felt so freeing. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, like, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah.
But when my post conviction was denied, that was in 2017. I went in 2017 to court after all that time, and got denied and stuff. And I was just like, I'd already been up for parole at this point 7 or 8 times. And I was just like, fuck it, they want me to rot here, I'm gonna do it exactly how I want it.
Right.
Exactly. Like, and not give 2 fucks whether I lost friends, family, whatever. Because it was just, at that point, like, I just had made a mindset of...
You was over it.
Yeah, I was over it.
I really want to. It says I really want to thank you for being a good friend in there, not only to my woman Carrie, but everyone's
Carrie.
lives you touch. You're amazing, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Like, it's been hard. I mean, it's been absolutely amazing because everything's so new to me in a way.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and like, I went to the zoo like a couple weeks after I got out and was so sad at the zoo because I'm like, just look at, they're all locked up.
Yeah.
Like, I was so sad really about the bald eagles.
Yeah.
Because they clip their wings or whatever, and so he's just sitting there on this log, and I just broke down crying at the zoo because, like, I know how that feels.
Yeah.
I know how that feels to walk out on the yard and look up past the fence and
look wifey like Robin.
Hi. And look up past the fence and not see razor wire, not see any of that, and still have to look back down and then look through razor wire and stuff. Like a window, when we looked out a window, it had that mesh in it.
Yeah.
When we looked out the fence, it had the mesh, you know? And so it's weird to me when we got in a van to go to outside medical, you looked out the mesh. So my whole life has been a view with mesh or some type of steel something. And now that it's not, it's just like, dang, windows are supposed to be that shiny, you know?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it is.
Now, what was it like mentally when you first got locked up?
Sorry. Well, when I hit Mabel Bass, I was only 16, and it was just, I was still a kid. Like, it didn't bother me on some real shit. Like, it didn't affect me in any way, because I didn't know any better. You know, and it didn't really start affecting me until probably in my late 20s, early 30s, when I realized, because at that point I had already gone up for parole a couple times, and because I've been going up for parole since 2002. And finally truly made it last October 14th, and then got out April of 2025. And so, like, you know, in my mind, I'm a good person. I'm a decent person. And, you know, like, without sounding like a dick, but I know I'm better than her. Because I see how she is. I know what she's in here for, or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you do. Yeah. So, like, I know I'm better than her. Even though I did what I did, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm better than her. And, because, you know, murder is not low on the totem pole when it comes to charges in the penitentiary. And so, like, my mental started when I started, like, because my sister was 11 when I got arrested. And then, you know, then mom died when I was 18. And I actually got to go to her funeral. Like, that was how long ago it was. And everything, just to see her grow up in those visits and stuff, and then, like, seeing my daddy get older, seeing my grandparents get older, and like, okay, now I'm seeing I might not have much time. And then, you know, my sister had a baby. Shout out to Daddy Tristan. But like, he was born in 06, and like his little initials was my first tattoo ever, and I got them in 08, so I went from 93 to 08 with no tattoos, and then just went batshit crazy. But I made sure I didn't do my face, you know. But like that whole thing is, I started seeing the wrinkles, the wrinkles, and then I started getting like the gray hairs, and like, oh God, what is? Then it stopped being fun. or it stopped being, it became real.
Yeah.
Then. And like, all these people over here doing that's not what's up anymore. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking like a mom or an adult, you know, like, watch y'all's acid education right now, trying to do something with your life,
Mm-hmm.
you know, instead of doing all this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, and like hearing the voices change on the phone, like, you know, and hearing my sister start talking about mortgages and, you know, like car payments and all that stuff, and, you know, seeing daddy get older, and yeah, it started becoming real, really real.
Mm-hmm.
And the more it became real, I realized the smaller my circle got.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, people started, oh, you're acting funny. It's not that I'm acting funny. It's just that I don't have time for what you have time for anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
know, and
Mm-hmm.
things, and like, I had got a job at Citadel and went from cold calling on the floor all the way to site leader
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And I was like, I can actually do some shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually capable of being something and doing something with my life more than just putting food on a tray in the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when but at the same time, the mental part of it was, maybe I am a piece of shit.
Right.
Maybe I do deserve to be here for the rest of my life.
Right.
Because, you know, when you're a kid, you don't understand every ripple and every thing that connects with your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand the finality of some of your actions.
Yeah.
And then when I realized that, that's when I really started understanding even more of what had happened that day.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Because when you caught your case, you didn't really think about it after that. You just.
It wasn't that I didn't think about it, it just, like I said, I didn't understand the effects that I didn't understand the effects that it had, like, on my family per se and on everybody's family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's fair to say. You was a kid.
And like,
Yeah.
it just, and then now, like when I went to court and I was trying to get, you know, a time cut, you know, the DA was walking back and forth in front of me, you know, talking about, you know, you're this and you're that, and you really honestly truly think that you deserve, you know, and I may not have deserved parole, but I know that I've earned it.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
And because I did what I was supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
or what was asked of me and beyond.
Yes.
And I'm not a perfect person by any means, and I know that I'll always be a boogeyman to people, to some people in life. But I've also made a vow to try to help other people behind me. Because it's hard. It's hard. Because I've met people that we've been locked up with, you know, since I've been out, ran into people, you know, talked to people constantly on the phone every day and stuff. And, like, even some of these people, I'm like, I'm not going to be like that.
Right. Facts.
But don't mess with me. I can't be like that. Because if I mess up, I go back for life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, getting another opportunity. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I go back for good.
Yeah.
And in my mind, that is just...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You ain't even got to tell me.
Like, going back to the penitentiary is, you know, like, I report what I'm supposed to report. I pay my fines and fees.
Yes.
I'm doing
whatever y'all ask of me. If I'm on paper, you get whatever you need.
You know, and
period.
Like, of course, you know, I want to experience things like an adult. You know,
yes.
like, and just,
but not at the cost of your freedom. The fuck? No.
You know, and like, you know, there's people or whatever that smoke and all this other stuff or whatever. And my first thing, don't smoke around me.
Period.
And
if anybody fuck with you, then they better know it.
But
respect.
Like, but they, oh, my bad, Robin. And will, you know, they'll go outside. They'll walk way down here. They'll do whatever. Just because, you know, don't smoke around me. Don't smoke around me. Don't do that stuff. Don't, if I'm in the car, please don't have it in the car with you. You know, like,
come on, y'all know better. She shouldn't even have to fucking explain that shit. Like come on, let's do it for real.
I went to get in the car with my friend, and he was like, hold on, you know, I have work knives in here. Let me get these out so you're not in the car, just in case.
Yeah.
You know, because if I even have an altercation, or not an altercation, but a run-in with the police, like if we're riding and you get pulled over, I still have to report it. You know, and I'm like, I gotta snitch on. It's like, it wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? But I still have to report it and say, hey, I was in a car, they got pulled over for speeding, you know, and stuff. And like, hello, P.O., like.
Right. No, for real.
And it just, but I'm doing it, like, as much as I don't want to do it, and I feel like, I shouldn't have to do this, you know. I refuse to be or put myself in a position where I have to try to explain myself in any type of way. Any type of way. Because of the fact that, and if you're my friend and you don't understand where I'm coming from, then you're not my friend. We're not homies, we're not friends, we're not associates. See ya down the road.
Right.
You know, and it just, but it just, like, life is so amazing, but at the same time, it's had its ups and downs. Like, 36 hours after I got out, my grandfather passed away. And, like, that's my dude. Like, and everybody kept saying he was just waiting for you to get out. And, because the day I got out was my grandma's birthday. And so, like, immediately, me and my sister and my nephew, you know, boom, we're going to go see grandma. So, like, all my pictures with my grandma that day, I'm just like, because you're just crying, and just, you know, and stuff like that. And but that happened, you know. I had woke up that morning to my sister calling, talking about, come meet me downstairs. I come outside and I'm looking at her, you know, still trying to wake up, and she was just like, he's gone, you know. And I remember just sitting on the porch steps, just like, the fuck, like, and I wanted to be mad. But, I mean, he was 91, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then on June 22nd, my grandmother passed. And I was there. Like, I was there. Like, I was in her face, bro. And she literally, and I, like, she just stopped. And I remember hearing my aunt talk about she's gone. And I remember just, like, looking at her. And it triggered me. And I was going, Grandma, you know. And I didn't realize I was screaming. And, like, my sister and my aunt was just like, Robin, you got to be quiet, because it was at a assistant facility or whatever, the Grove in Tulsa. And I didn't realize I was screaming. And I just had to leave. And then, like, after that, like, I was having, like, nightmares and stuff like that, like, of the police coming to get me and telling me, you know what you did. You did it again, and stuff like that. And I was just like, it's crazy. But, I mean, I got to spend time with them. I got to, you know,
They said, did you have to register as a violent offender?
No.
Right, because you got sentenced at...
Because I didn't I caught my case in 93.
Yes.
Anybody who catches their case
I think it was after 2018 or something.
No.
Was it 19?
No, it's like 3 or 4, I thought.
Because I got sentenced in 2009 on this case.
Let's see.
And I didn't fall under it.
What?
I didn't have to register as a violent offender. Or did I?
Hi, Mama.
2008,
I gotta say hi to Catherine.
Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on my couch potatoes. Y'all, if you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Make sure you follow and subscribe to the couch because you never know when I might go on early,
November
like
2004.
today. Oh, yeah.
November 2004.
Damn, I didn't fall under it, though. I didn't have to register as a violent
But it
offender.
only lists a couple crimes. Like, it doesn't list every violent crime. It only lists because I was looking that up and asking questions about that, too, because if you have to register as a violent offender or even as a sex offender, it goes on your driver's license.
Yeah.
I was like, that's embarrassing.
Yes. No,
like,
for real.
Like,
But people need to know.
Right. I mean, for some stuff, yeah, like, of course. But I was just like, that's embarrassing. Like, but now I've just come to the point where if I meet you, I'm instantly like, I am a felon. I'm a felon. I am a felon. Yeah. Like,
they're like, oh,
my
I
name's
just
Robin.
was welcoming you in church.
Because I'm just to the point now where either you're going to fuck with me or you're not.
Yeah. I be saying this all the time. We're
Like,
at the age now that we're not chasing down friends.
Yeah,
you're either
I'm
here
not.
or you're not. Goodbye.
And I know it sounds like conceited or whatever,
No.
or condescending or whatever it is, but like, if you're in my life, feel special. Because, like, that means I love you. That means I trust you. That means that I know that you're good for me. I know that you pour into me like I hope that I pour into you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Literally, like, I'm 46 years old now. I don't have time for bullshit. I don't have time for games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know there's friends, we might go weeks without talking and stuff like that, and then talk for an hour on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
But I am choosing you to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds bad, but feel special.
It doesn't sound
Feel
bad.
special. And just like I hope that they feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like Robin, feel special that you're in my life too.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yes, I do still talk to people that are in prison
Mm-hmm.
because I'm still trying to help those people get out or do whatever I can to have a communication between them and an attorney or them and
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's my family.
Mm-hmm.
I know these people better than I know my blood family.
Yes.
They've seen me up, down, sideways, losing my freaking mind.
Yeah.
And I, like, how can I forget them?
Right.
How can I just leave them there in that dungeon?
Yeah.
It's not even New Jack City anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole.
You're not supposed to keep making me cry like this, though. I mean,
Nobody
because
told you to put these. Like I put.
fuck these lashes. I'll cry these bitches all the way off.
She was like, "You want lashes on?" I was like, "No, I got good lashes." Like, you might not really say, but I got good lashes out. Like.
He said it's also a respect thing if you ask them not to do something around you. That should be understood as a no, absolutely.
Catherine.
Absolutely. Now,
Oh shit! Sorry.
my next question is, a lot of people get inside and their first thing that they hear is, don't speak about your case. How true is that statement and why?
It's only true if you're a chomo, or if it's something to do with kids or older people or something like that. Like, everybody knows that's doing time that if somebody comes in, oh, I got a trafficking case or I got a drug case.
Right.
Okay, but you have like your case and your sentence don't match, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, like, or your personality. I know that sounds weird.
No.
But like, if your personality
can give chomo. For real.
Yeah. Or you're just vibe or whatever, you know, like, and see, like, I know that there's accidents or dudes really do it and women get caught up or vice versa. But at some point, once you start getting comfortable, people do stuff and you're like, now I see it. Now I see what they might have been talking about. I mean, but people could do that to me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said stuff about me too, and I'm just like, you know. But yet, like you said, I'm just at this point, love me or hate me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't got time
I
to.
do not.
I don't even got time to explain if you feel a certain type of way. I'm so
like,
sorry.
I don't even have time to have revenge these days.
It don't.
Like,
no.
If you make me mad and we don't take it,
Heavenly Father, can you just handle them? Because I don't got time.
At that point, like,
my body hurt.
But it just, yeah. But like, I've met some absolutely amazing, wonderful people. Like I was saying, shout out to Catherine. Like, this lady didn't know me from Adam, and you know, she was the supervisor at Citadel and stuff, and we ended up getting close and everything. She ended up coming to my post conviction and speaking on my behalf on the stand, and even said that, like, her son, she was just like, I would love it if, you know, like, she would be a great daughter-in-law, you know. And I was just like, you know, like, wow, she loves me. Like, she loves me enough that she would let me be fam, you know. And like, we've kept in touch this whole time.
Wow.
You know, there's like,
shout out to Catherine. You the real MVP.
Yeah.
For real. It's not too many people like her.
Like Inette Gonzalez, you know, there's just so many people. Like, Demita Price called me the other day, and like, when I said hello, she was like, is this Robin? And I'm thinking, I know this voice. Yeah. But I didn't have her locked in. And so I'm like, who is this? You know? And she was like, girl, you know who it is.
Yeah. I just had her in my video.
So she was in Tulsa, and she was like, where are you at? And I'm like, I'm not at the house. And she was like, okay, well, do your thing. You know, we'll catch up at some other time, you know? And like, it just, it's so good to be out here.
Yes. I'm so glad you out, for real. I swear I'm glad you out. What are some of the biggest changes you've seen in the judicial system since being locked up to now?
This whole 85% law thing. It was called Truth in Sentencing at first, and now it's called just 85%. Like, people who are doing murder charges or life sentences, they went from being able to start going up for parole in 15 years to what, 38 years and some change? 38 years, bro. 38 years. That's even longer than I did. So that's double what it used to be. Or, you know, people having to do, like, on a 20, people having to do 18 and a half. Like my sister, Toddy, everybody, you know, who knows Melanie Toddy, like, she had to do 18 and a half on a 20. Like, whereas before, like, I don't even really remember what you had to do on a 20.
I don't either.
But if you did your classes like you were supposed to, or
I
you
know
did
that you could have got out.
Yeah, you got out a lot sooner than 18.
Time served and good behavior and shit like that.
And it just, there's that. And I mean, they are making changes for the juveniles and stuff like that. Like, I guess there's a girl right now on a capital murder felony 1 murder charge. She's doing 15 years. And I'm like, I was a little jealous.
Yeah.
Like, you're only doing 15?
You jealous? I'm jealous.
Yeah. But, you know, but then there's, I know there's circumstances and situations for each case,
Right.
and I'm glad that they're viewing cases now on an individual basis instead of grouping.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, and then they did the big kick out with the drugs.
Yes.
Remember that?
I remember that.
That big kick out that
Mhm.
Stitt did, which is really cool.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that got to get out due to that,
Yeah.
and everything. So and that's cool,
Mhm.
you know. But it just, what about the people that we just kept seeing come in over and over,
And over and
and
over
would
and
look at you and be
over
like,
and
"Oh my
over.
God, look, I'm
Yeah.
back."
Like, that ain't cool, motherfucker. Yeah, I know exact sis. That's why
What
when
do
I
you
got
mean
out,
you're
that's why
back?
when they offered me parole, I said, no, I do not want parole, because all these people came out on parole, and then now all of them is back 7 times over. I done seen people get out 7 times, and I still didn't even get a chance to make it out. And then when I finally
Right.
make it out, I was like, baby, I'm not ever going back. So that's why me being on trial right now, I'm like, come on now, y'all. But anybody that know me know that I don't like prison. I don't want to go back. I love it in the world. I've been doing everything I can to stay
Okay,
free.
so I just realized something that I have to bang on you about. Okay. Why are you wearing orange, bro?
Okay, so now
No!
I embrace orange now.
No,
You're just
that's
not you're just not ready yet. And I embrace orange and Thunder Up the
Okay,
fuck.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I need
and
y'all to
that's
know. I
But
need y'all to know the
doesn't
Thunder
just
Up
have
video.
orange.
Well, because we're gonna shoot a little piece of the scene today,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wanted to
I
make
get
sure
to be in the video?
I wanted to make sure that I'll match the colors of the
Okay.
video.
Like, I was listening to the song.
But I wasn't
and,
gonna
like,
ask you.
Like, listening to the beat. Yeah,
Mhm.
I wouldn't wear it. Thank you, though. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I won't.
And listening to the beat, you know, I like to jig or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know,
Yeah. And my producer, shout out to my producer Mav that made the beat. He been going crazy in Tulsa. I know y'all been seeing the Grit City. I always say that. The Grit and Go. Ooh, if I said that wrong. Anyways, it's been going crazy, and all them beats damn near been Mavs. I've been listening to them. I was like, that's Mav. Y'all, it's Prison Jail Felon Talk this whole week. You're more than welcome to come share your story on the couch. We got Robin Ratliff. I still got some more questions if you still got time.
Yeah, I don't have to. I have to be back in Tulsa, or be back on the road at least by like 1:30ish too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're good.
Yeah. Now, you did 31 years.
Yeah.
What was a good day on the yard for you?
Oh God. Like before or after I started losing my mind. Like honestly, like
Right.
before just the yard being chill. Cuz when the yard is like the tension on the yard, like everybody is just like on super hype mode and super aware mode. And like I hate feeling like that.
Yeah.
Like you don't know when it's about to pop off.
Yeah.
Or some stupid shit or
Right.
whatever.
You don't know what's going to pop off.
Or like you know how a rumor gets started, we seen all the cars in the parking lot, you know, they're about to come shake. You know, so that's like, why are all the cars here on a Saturday? You know, they're about to come shake. You know, and that's the worst feeling in the world, is to have some random ass person come in and violate your space.
Yes.
Even though it's still the state space. Like to
love
violate.
you too, Tony Pony.
Oh, I love you, Tony. And violate your space and go through your stuff, and half the time they want to take stuff that we were allowed to have, but leave a big pile of our contraband sitting in the corner of our room, and or like when makeup really was still kind of illegal, like eyeshadow and stuff, you're like, no, do you know how much I paid for that?
Yeah, you know, I didn't give a fuck. I kept my makeup.
Like,
I'll take that misconduct.
when you start key steering eyeshadow so so it doesn't get taken, like, that's like,
I had a deep belly button, so it was right in my belly button, like,
just be like, have it like spit on it, like, hurry. Like, that's some serious.
No, for real.
I'm not packing in dope from
No.
visitation, but I'm packing in.
You're gonna laugh at me, but I still have some of my makeup in baggies. The same ones from the yard, I still have some of them right now in the baggies. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. My wife be like,
and you
still got these?
When you have eyeshadow in the paper, you know how to fold it right and double fold it so it doesn't
come out. Yes.
And how big the paper needs to be to fold it right, man.
Because if you don't fold it right when you open it, even if you touch it the wrong way, it's gonna slip out. Baby, it's gonna be everywhere.
Puffs up.
Yes. Now, some of your first life experiences were on the yard. What were some of the first ones that you would like to share with us?
I mean, I turned 18 there. I turned 21 there. I did get drunk on my 21st birthday. Somehow or another got 190 in big shampoo bottles, and was white girl wasted. I know it sounds crazy and some people, but I did fall in love. I did fall in love. Like, there's not a lot of healthy relationships in prison and stuff like that, but I did fall in love. Of course, everybody knows Donita Link, and she wasn't always
and fuck COVID, by the way.
She passed in 2022 from COVID, November 16th. That was a crazy day, but because I was telling you the story. I had talked to her that night before, and I had talked to her that morning, and next thing I know, at 1 o'clock count, her daughter was calling me on the Messenger in the room.
Did you
screaming
have
that she was going?
Did you have a thought that it was gonna happen? Like,
no,
was it
because
random?
Only because Donita's persona was always just so big and so strong and everything. Who would she was off drugs, she had been clean and stuff and everything, and really it was just, I think it was her asthma, because when she passed, she only had an oxygen level of 0.00. She basically suffocated, or whatever, from lack of oxygen. And because I was banging on her that morning, not to sound racist or whatever, I was like, that's what your black ass gets. You didn't take the COVID shot, and you're 50 and you have asthma, and you used to smoke crack and. And stuff.
You don't have to say that. It's gonna
well,
sound
no, I didn't know.
Well, to the other, you know what? Sorry,
I'm not politically correct. I have no filter when it comes to stuff, and so if it is offensive, I do apologize. It's just people who know me and who love me, who accept me, who I accept, are just that's Robin,
And
but
they
no
already,
harm, but it's no harm.
They already know that.
Sorry.
They already know that. Redheads are actually black.
I'm not black.
Yes, you are. That's what they said. They said it, and she's black, guys.
No, I took an ancestry test. I'm Scottish.
There's Scottish black people. Scottish black people, everybody. We just learned this. Robin's a little late. We just learned that we got Scottish black people.
No,
blacks is redheads.
I love the fact that I'm clear. I tried to do a membership to Palm Beach Tan, and I got scared. I got in that tanning booth thing, and it crackled and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is Final Destination.
Yes,
it's gonna explode. Ooh, and this is how I'm gonna die. I did 31 years and survived. I never to come out and die in a tanning bed. I was like, oh my god. And it was only 5 minutes, and it was the longest 5 minutes of my life.
I'm not about to play with you.
The longest 5 minutes of my life, but.
Now, was it hard transitioning from being free? I mean, from being in versus being free now?
I still get anxiety at certain places. When I first got out, my biggest anxiety was being places with people I didn't know. Even though, I live in a transitional house right now by choice.
Sarah Foreman.
I love Sarah. I live in a transitional house by choice, and so where I live, you know, we have to do like Celebrate Recovery and church and stuff, and going to these places, like, I don't know these people, and really I didn't know these people at the house, and it was because I didn't feel safe. Like, if something popped off, I feel like I can handle my own. I have that mentality, like, you know, I can just whoop the world, but I mean, I'm not delusional. I know, like, I can be knocked the fuck out, you know, but at least I'm gonna go down fighting. But
Maya Alexander, she says she loves you.
I love her. But like, just being around people like that, even though it's church, like, you should feel safe at church.
Yeah.
But I don't know y'all.
Right.
And so that's where my biggest anxiety would really come in. I still have anxiety sometimes when, not really when it's crowded, because I'm used to crowd.
Right.
It's just being when I'm with people, or trying to figure out adult things. Like, me and my auntie went to go look at cars on Saturday, and they're all talking, and I swear they were speaking
a whole nother language.
Yes, and I'm just like looking at them like,
right,
you know, and all I kept hearing was like APR and down payment and financing and, you know, and credit score. Oh, fuck, credit score. And and wages and, you know, and all this other stuff and everything, and warranties and stuff, and I'm just like,
is that good?
Can y'all break this down?
Right.
Can you cuss at some point?
Right. I need to be able to understand something.
Like, yeah, I should just understand, like, pronouns. But, you know, like, I only understand the and a and, like, whoa, that was a high number. You know, that was like, and stuff. And then after we left, my auntie was just like, okay, so this is, and I was like, wait, you have to explain it to me.
Yeah.
Or like, when I went to get a checking account, like, I love my little sister. Like, we don't really speak right now a lot, but when I first got out and stuff, like, she did everything. Like, I have a Discover card. Woo!
Hey.
With, you know, $1,000 on it, you know, if I want to spend it, and, you know, set up my checking, and like, I bought my own phone, like, you know, of course, when I first got out, I had a government phone, and nothing to the system, but those phones suck, and so ended up getting my own, and stuff, and she did the whole like transfer thing and stuff, because I was like, I gotta get a piece of paper and a pencil and write down all these contact names and numbers and stuff and everything, and that, and showing me how to transfer from checking to savings, and you know, and this tap pay shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, you ain't even getting to the afterpay.
Oh no, I'm just gonna be an old lady. I don't even care. Like, I'm just like, at one point, you know, I was just paying everything with cash. I had like $30 in change, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
They in the comments talking about, they did say redheads are black. She's not lying. I'm telling you. I
am crystal clear, bro.
That's what they were saying. They said crystal clear. They still black. That's what they said. They told us, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, yeah. This hair. Y'all see how big this hair is right now? You should have seen it when I walked in. I just in this knot in the top of my head. Because I woke up at 5:09 going, oh, fuck, I'm going to be late. Like,
and she wasn't. She was just in time. Do you feel like your relationship with your family has changed since you've been out?
Yeah. Like I was saying, I love my sister. I would do anything for my sister. If something happened right now and they were talking about trying to get my sister a case, I would go back to the pen for her, and be like, but she just lives a different mind frame and a different lifestyle than I do.
Right.
Like, I feel bad that I feel so bad. I wasn't there when our mom passed. I wasn't there when all the shit happened between her and my father. I wasn't there when Daddy was born. I wasn't, and that's like a guilt on my part, even though it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And like, so there's that, and like I'm trying to have an adult relationship with my aunt, and like an adult relationship with my older cousin and his wife, and things like that. Trying to have an adult relationship with Daddy. And so, I mean, he's 19. He's just like, you know, you're old, I don't care. You know, like, which is fine, but like, that's my baby. Like, and, but like, I commend my sister for raising him, and she has a house and she has cars and she has a job. Like, she struggled and did all of that by herself, and like, it's absolutely amazing. You know, I would love to be like how she is, or love to be like, I would love to have my own house, my own place, my own, like, I know I'm old, but I would love to have a baby. You know, I would love to come home. I want the American dream.
Don't make me cry again.
Like, I would love to come home to my man and with a baby and a dog, and you know what I mean, like, and argue about
what we're gonna eat tonight.
Yeah, what we're gonna eat, or why the hell didn't you put the toilet seat down? Or like, why is this still closed in the washer? You know, I mean, just different things like that.
Yeah, simple stuff.
I would absolutely love that.
You're gonna get it. You are one day, I promise. You deserve it. You deserve everything. The world.
And
the world. Mansions. The fuck? The state to grant her fucking mansion. The fuck? Shit, they owe you.
They don't owe me.
I was saying as far as I'm concerned. That's for me, you guys. I said that. I feel like they should have housed her in an actual mansion. Yeah.
And what's crazy is, like, my friend, we were driving in the neighborhood, and I told him, I was like, you see that little house? You know? I was like, that's like the perfect size. And it's not a big house. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I just want something
You don't need
big.
much.
Right. I don't, you know?
I'm the same.
I just, and he's like looking at me, and I'm like, why, do you want a big house? And he was just like, yeah. And stuff, and I was just like, you know, in my head, I'm like, okay, cool, who's gonna clean it?
Right.
Like, because like, I work at Shebrew's. I work at a coffee house in Tulsa on First and Lewis, and I absolutely love it. Like, I love Kiana. I roast the coffee beans, and she's the lead roaster. And like, she hadn't been to prison and stuff, but she lived that life and stuff. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. And so we mesh so well. When we're making deliveries, all we do is clown and listen to music. And like, I love her kids. Her kids call me godmom. You know, and like, there are times when like her baby daughter Lila will be sitting on my lap, and it just like, I just want to take her home with me. Like, that's my baby. And I think my ovaries and stuff start going, come on!
Yeah.
And stuff, and like, it makes me emotional. I've been more emotional in like the last 5 months than I've probably ever been in my entire life. Because I'll even wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and go, wait, this is not brick walls. This is mine. This is my room. Those are all my different colored clothes. There's all my different shoes.
Except for orange.
I know I do not have orange. I do not have orange. I might have a little gray, but I do not have orange. You know, I have more than 7 pairs of jeans. I have more than, you know.
Yes.
I have
Facts.
you know, I have colored panties that are that they're supposed to be colored, like not tie-dyed or you know, like painted on, or you know.
They say you'll have those things in Jesus' name. I got it after 6 years of being out. Never give up. Keep manifesting and keep your faith. You are so deserving.
Thank you so much. Like, back to kind of what I was saying, I might not deserve this, but I've earned this. I've earned it I've earned it. And I know I shouldn't care about what anybody thinks or anybody feels or says or any of that, but like, I'm trying to learn how to be an adult after being an adult in my formative years in the penitentiary, trying to create those boundaries and those and figure out what my morals and my ethic, you know, all that is in the penitentiary. And now I'm trying to refigure them out in a way without losing who I'm really proud of being.
Yes.
Because, like, I'm not this horrible. I've done some really fucked up shit in life. And I'll always have to face that consequence and live with that. Whether it was on purpose or I know that it was an accident. But that makes me want to push and strive even more.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? You have a lot of questions. That's damn, girl, you get your but that's fine. That's so fine.
Now, from your experiences as, you know, someone that truly knows what you went through, do you believe that people can actually learn the true person that you are through visitation?
Oh, no, because it's so easy to, going back with like my relationship with my sister or my family and stuff like that, it's so easy to put on a persona for 2 or 3 hours or put on a persona on the phone for 20 minutes then and stuff. Because when I had went to court in 2027, my attorney had said, well, I'm going to ask you these questions. And I had to set my family down, like my grandparents and my auntie and stuff, because my sister knew some, but not like everything. And so I really wasn't worried about her, but it was them, you know. And I had to tell them, like, you're going to hear me say stuff that you probably, I've never expressed to you before.
Right.
And stuff. And I begged them to please not look at me different. And my grandpa said, like, the greatest thing. He was just like, I know where you're at. And I know that you had to do what you had to do in order to maintain and to survive in there. And he was like, I love you, kid, you know. And I was just like, that's all he had to say, you know. And it was just like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, because they're Christian and stuff. And like, I can't just call them and be like, so, got a girlfriend? You
right,
know?
Right.
And, you know, or whatever. And, or, you know, can you send me 100 so I can get a bag so I can flip it, or what? You know, just no, I can't say that. You know, so that 100, you know, can, you know, I don't know. I just didn't want my grandparents to know that their little girl was a criminal, or you know what I mean, like, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah,
that's real. Did you experience any life-changing moments on the yard?
Yeah, in 2000 and, when did Mabel Bassett get there? 3?
I think you said 2002.
No, when Mabel Bassett hit McLeod.
Oh.
I think that was 3 or 5 or something like that. Experienced the first suicide. And like, that just tripped me out. Like, there was that, like, That's is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then closer towards the end, like when the fentanyl and stuff like that really started getting on the yard, like people were saying, I don't understand why people do this. They know that it can kill them and stuff. And I'm like, bro, we just did a whole line. We didn't know what was in it.
Right.
We just know what it looked like. And we broke it down and did it.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know.
Yeah.
So, like, how
are y'all any different?
Yeah, how am I any different than this or than people smoking the strips?
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are demonic, bro.
Yeah, which one?
The strips.
Suboxone strips?
No, the bug spray strips or what on the paper. Have you not?
The K2?
Basically, yeah. Is
Oh, yeah, I've seen
the one they talk about stamps. Yeah, and they just be stuck like.
Yeah, the K2. Ugh,
or they be twisted up or
no,
thrown up. And,
I seen a girl. I didn't know. I thought she was doing gymnastics.
See?
I did, but her hands wasn't touching the that part, but she was like that, and she was like bent, legs like she would be, and then when I looked, I was like, her arms ain't back there. She just bent like a rainbow. They was like, she on that K2. I was like her back is gonna be hurting.
Like I seen a girl like. What's that movie where the girl comes creeping up out of the well?
Oh, The Ring.
Okay. But you know how like her hair and stuff like that and she would be twisted up and stuff? This girl twisted her whole body and was just like, you know, and I'm looking at her.
I'm sorry.
And I was just like.
I'm not trying to laugh.
I'm like, what the? Now, I'm not saying I have the hardest swag there is in the world.
Right.
But that's the reason why I don't drink. Because I don't have enough swag to drink. Because I make too much funny faces. Because I'm like.
Yeah. Right.
So,
right.
You know, plus it tastes like crap. But I would be so embarrassed. Because, you know, they were like throwing up and playing in it. And like masturbating like in public. And not care. Just looking you dead in your face and doing it. You know. And I was like, why are we locking eyes?
Right.
You should not be looking at me like that. I would be so.
Oh my
like,
God.
I would just hide in my room. Like no, bro. Can we smoke in here? Hell no. Get out of my room.
Right.
Like, no. I couldn't even smoke weed. I would get paranoid.
Yeah.
I promise you. Okay, Ginger Paul.
Yeah.
Me and her.
She loved to smoke.
Me and her and this other girl had smoked some weed, and like right after we smoked, I knew the room smelled like weed, and I said, "Y'all gotta go." And they were like, "Are you kicking us out?" Yes, get out, because I'm about to leave too. That's why I cannot. Like,
man.
You would think like other stuff. Like, no, that shit didn't make me paranoid. It's fucking smoke weed.
Yeah.
I would just be like, I gotta get out of my room right now.
Yeah. Now, prior to before going to prison, did you like women or girls?
I had a couple experiences and stuff, but like it's just like kid experience, you know, like experiment, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I did, and then you know came in and had some experiences and stuff like that and everything, and then it wasn't until I was probably about 20 when I started like actually getting into like a real relationship type thing. Okay. And yeah.
Now, with the way social media is and how easy it is to access everyone's records, was you kind of scared to get on social media?
Well, the place that I'm at, when you're there, you can't be on social media for the first 90 days. So I didn't get to start doing social media until like April, May, June, July, until recently. Like honestly, like within like the last month, and I knew to keep my account private, like how we do it in prison and stuff. But like I said before, like I know that there's people that's pissed off and angry that I'm out, and because they feel like I should have rot and died in there. And and people are going to say stuff and feel some type of way. And I mean, I know I can choose to block them.
Yeah.
And stuff. I think it doesn't scare me because I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's not, if I know that it's going to happen, then you're prepared.
Yeah.
But when it comes out of nowhere,
Yeah.
then that's when it like affects, I feel like it affect me more.
Right. Now, when you first started your job, was it difficult to get adjusted to the work schedule?
No, not really, because of being, you know, having a job in there a lot of the times, you know, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't difficult as far as, the only difficult was like just learning the whole process
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and like trying to, you know, figure out my coworkers and different things. But like they did a good job as far as, you know, placing me in the position that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And things, because I absolutely, like, I call Starbucks the ops.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because, like...
Just don't do no diss track on them.
Yeah. No. Starbucks is good. Your refreshers are bomb. But, like, and then just learning, like, all the different stuff that comes with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand what people mean, like, you know, coffee snobs and, like, you know, being bougie when it comes to coffee and stuff. Like,
right.
And we have to do what they call cuppings, which is like taste testing.
Mm-hmm.
And like my first cupping, I was literally wired. Like I was like, okay, so now what are we doing? You know, because it's I drink colored milk.
Mm-hmm.
That's my coffee, like sweet colored milk. And so here's like these 8 cups, and you have to like taste them over and over and over to get like a flavor profile, or to see if it, like they like it or whatever.
Right.
And, like nobody told me to spit it out. Like,
oh, you're supposed to spit it out.
I mean, you can, but like, no, I was.
Shit, I would have been drinking it too, because I wouldn't have known. The fuck. Now, you said earlier that you're in a
transitional.
A transitional
Yeah.
home. Do they run it like a prison?
They run it based off of the people that are in there. I mean, there's a lot of scheduling. It's a good program. I personally feel like it's not really meant for people who have done my time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they help keep, they help, with drug addiction, and they help women get their children back, and they help with placement after the program and stuff like that. I'm not court ordered, so I can leave at any time I want. But traditionally it's about a 12 to 18 month program. But like, I think it's because I've already been locked up for 31 years.
Right.
I am tired of people telling me what to do, and when to do, and how to do, and either you do this or you're not here, and I know it sounds childish or whatever, but like sometimes I just get to that point where then fuck it, then I won't be here, and stuff. And it just like, it has made me, a couple times like really, search for other possibilities and stuff. And like the biggest thing that holds me back is like my job and stuff, and because I think that if I don't live there, I can't work at Shibaru's. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I absolutely love Kiana. Like, she's been my therapist. Mm-hmm. She's been my best friend. She's been everything. Like, we know each other so well that she'll be like, you good? Calm down. Because the other day she was like, when you get quiet, I know that you're pissed. Mm-hmm. You're like, your brain is just going and stuff. And I'm like, God dang, she knows me. Mm-hmm. Because after my brain goes and processes everything, I'm either like, fuck it, or let's do this.
Yeah.
At that point, you know, and it's just like, I know I will never find another Kiana, ever. So I know that God placed her in my life for a reason, and like, if she tries to leave me, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are like, we will send each other reels, and she's literally sitting over there.
Oh yeah, I do that with my bestie. It's a bestie thing.
Like, I'll be looking at reels, and then her phone will ding, and she go to pick
Welcome
up.
home, Robin from Roro.
Oh, hi, Roro.
That's on Ro.
Huh?
On Ro.
Oh, hi. You have to say
I
names.
just looked at it and I was like, Roro, and then I seen the last name. I was like, on Ro.
Hi, on Ro. Love you. Like, she'll go to pick up her phone, and I'll be like, that's me. You know?
Yeah.
Or like, the other night, we were all coming back from CR, and we were listening to a song, and the girls were in the back, and I was recording, and we were just like,
yeah, I seen y'all.
and just getting lit, like, in this car, and like matching energy, and like with her girls, I've never realized how I get punked by the 10-year-old and the 11-year-old
kids will do it
so much. I just want to be like, do you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah.
You better check yourself. Like, and Keon be like, get him. And, yeah, because the 10-year-old Chloe, one day she was like, your mama? I was like, what the fuck you said? Like, and I had to like reel it back in, Robin. Yeah. And she was like, you heard me. I was like, no, say it again. How do I'm getting punked more by kids than I have in my entire life.
Yeah.
And so I know that I'm getting at a place with self-control and humbleness. Yeah. Like, that it just, because what the heck?
Yeah, like, yeah.
And I tell her all the time, I'm about to throw these kids out this car. Because before I went to get my hair done, because I got my hair done that Saturday. I got out on Monday, and I got my hair done that Saturday. Well, I know that I have grays right here. You know what I'm saying? And so my hair started growing out, and I just recently went and got it redid and stuff. But they were in the back like, ooh, we see Robin's grays. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, listen, on some real shit.
Right.
That makes me feel some type of way, so if you don't shut the...
Yeah.
And they're just like...
I can see our relationship. They look like they love you.
Oh, yeah, they're all just... And like Leela, the little one, you know, hi, Robin. Robin, come here. She'll just sit on me and lay on me, and you know, and just like they as kids have no idea how much they've helped me.
Yeah.
Like, just heal and just be happy and be home and stuff. Like, these kids will never know. Yeah. Never, ever, ever understand. And it's not just them. There's a lady at the house. She has a young son. His name is Blaze. And he'll just come up to me and he'll be like, and he just hugs me. And he gives like the best little hugs. Or at church, he'll just lay on me and stuff. And I'll just be holding and just be crying. You know what I'm saying? Because like I do want a baby. Yeah. And whether I get blessed with having a baby or not, then, I mean, it is what it is. But like, yeah. Anyway.
No.
Would you quit? That's gonna make me cry.
I'm trying not to.
She's down here rubbing my leg.
I'm sorry, because it's making me have anxiety and cry, and I'm like,
sorry.
I'm used to having a little pillow to go like this, you know.
Okay, got it.
So I have you, so I'm just like, I don't have the pillow, and I'm just like, girl, you're not gonna have this part by the time. By the time you leave, it's gonna be gone.
It's okay. She's rubbing
Everybody's like, you will get a baby.
The strings.
Look, this is probably the reason why I was hanging. I was like, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know how many hot flashes I've had since we've been sitting here?
Yeah, because I've been having them too.
I want to take this hoodie off so bad, but oh my God, I'm so fat now.
No, you're not. You look amazing.
And let me see. No, I can't. I got a tank on. There's clothes under here that are not appropriate.
Right. I just got a few more questions,
yeah.
and we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
How would you describe your last moments on the yard?
In disbelief. Even though I had to do a step down program, so I had to move from C1 to D building at Mabel's, and then I went from Mabel's to Eddie Warriors. Now, mind you, I hadn't been off Mabel Bassett ground for 26 years.
Right.
And even though I was down in D building and I knew that I was going to have to go to Eddie's, like, everybody always called it Petty Eddie's. Yeah. And, like, going to a whole new place where, with new people and things like that and everything. And, like, I haven't been the new person on the yard in all this time, you know, and we all know how to look, you know, or
yeah.
and stuff, and it just like, and having to deal with that and everything. It the day that I left to go to Eddie's, I made sure, like, they kept telling me I had to stay in intake. I kept boning out and stuff. Like, I'm telling these people by. You cannot tell me that I can't tell my fan by.
Yeah.
I was waking people up, you know, and stuff like that, and hugging on them and kissing on them and stuff like, and but when I got to Eddie's, and probably like the first month it was the hardest because like I felt like everybody. I felt like I left everybody behind. Like, how did I get this and they didn't? Because I know for a fact that there's people at Mabel Bassett right now that deserve and that have earned it more than I did. You know, and so I kept questioning, asking God, like, what is it? You have to show me. You have to do something. Or something has to manifest to make me understand what is going to happen. What is it? Because I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't want to fail. I don't want to give DOC or the state any ammunition to fail the next person, to refuse the next person. And so that's just another extra boost that helps me as well. Because I refuse to be a footnote in somebody else's denial. I'd rather, you know, be a bulletin in an appeal or in a commutation, parole, you know, whatever of success than, you know, a bulletin or a footnote in somebody's denial, for somebody's denial. That's right. You know, and so, like, and then when I was at Eddie's, I had asked if I could walk out the gate. I don't know if anybody's been at Eddie's. They have the tiniest yard control that looks like a toll booth operator. Right? And then this gate.
That's where they made me discharge from.
Right. And you walk out and you just push this door open and then you're out. You're free.
That's it.
And I had asked and begged, can I walk out the gate?
The one that's what I made them do for me.
Okay, yes. I asked and I begged them, please just let me walk out this gate.
And people didn't understand the significance of it.
Right.
I was like, because y'all made me leave Mabel's. I would have been leaving from Mabel's if it wasn't for you guys. You literally was trying to punish me and take me away from my wife. But that's another story. Yeah. But I wanted that gate. Because I would have got that gate at Mabel's. And I want it now. I want it. I'm not coming out this little bitty ass door. Yeah, this little push door, right? And so I had made my presentation, my point, and was just like, your whole life sentence, you always talk about when you walk out the gate, when you walk out the gate, when you walk out the gate. And this is a side door. Right.
This is just like the back door, like, you know, this is just like a little side door. This ain't the main entrance, you know? And they said, you know, and so anybody who has seen my video that was taken of me coming out, the gate is like,
yeah.
Was you going to show that?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah. When you see it, like, the gate is like the main person in this video.
Yeah.
But I got to walk into my sister's arms. You know what I'm saying? And I remember telling her, you hear that gate closing? And she was just like, yeah, I hear it. And she was just like, I'm not letting you go, you know? And about that time, behind her, a car had pulled in. And I was like, we have to. We're about to get hit by a car, you know? And so then, you know, she, you know, let me go. And then I went and see my nephew and stuff. And it still seemed unreal. Like, I got in the car, and, like, my sister brought me spearmint or peppermint gum, so I wouldn't, like, get nauseous, because my nerves were already like, ah.
Yeah.
And she brought me something to drink and stuff, and so that was in Taft or Muskogee, basically, and we had so much to do that day. I had to go see my PO. First, we went to Project Commutation. Shout out to Project Commutation. They are the shit. I promise you, they are the shit. They have helped me so much in so many different ways that it's absolutely just ridiculous and amazing. And they're a wholesale client now. Yeah, for the coffee shop. So they buy beans from us and stuff, and which is absolute, because I get commission. Yeah, and
that's cool.
But yeah, and so they went to Project Commutation, got Bree and Emma. They took me to get my
driver's license.
No, my phone. They took me and paid for everything. Went to the DHS to get my food stamps. We went and ate. Had seen Sarah Foreman then. Met up with her at the DHS office, and then we went to Subway. Went and see my grandparents. Went and see my PO. Just all of this and everything, and then we went out to eat and met with more of my family and everything at the Olive Garden. Yeah, so that was my first time ever eating at an Olive Garden, you know. And so, like, there was all this shrimp and scampi and calamari and fried calamari and all this other stuff, and I'm just like looking down at my plate, and I'm just like, okay, cool, like, okay.
Yeah. And
I still do that now when it comes to ordering. They're like, what are you getting? I'm like, what are you getting? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and on Saturday, my aunt took me to Outback, and that was the first time I've been to Outback, and she was like, you haven't had a blooming onion yet? And I was like, no. So here they come with this thing. It was a monster, you know, and she's just like, you dip it in it, and I was just like, oh, this is cool, you know, and stuff, and it just, but the best place that I've ate is 3 Tequila. Hands down, 3 Tequila.
I think that's where Kim took me. 3 Tequila.
A Mexican place?
Yep.
And they have a plate called the Three Amigos.
They got these big ass drinks. I remember because she took me to go get a drink there one time. It was like, I think a little bit after my birthday.
And they have like this thing in like a rocket.
You talking about the food?
No.
You talking about that drink?
Yeah, it's like in a rocket. Like,
well, I didn't get the rocket one. That was too much, baby. Well, I was trying to get this little small stuff that I could afford.
It's like 3 or 4 gallons of just liquor.
Yeah, I'm not
and
trying
stuff.
to drink all of that. I couldn't even drink my big fishbowl.
Like, they just set it on the next table with like this little like Kool-Aid spout. And I'm just like, I was like, get it.
Tell them about Yana.
Yana, you're never alone.
Yeah.
Mr. McCord, a lot of people call him Coach too, is like, when I watch his live on TikTok, you know, I love the fact of how free he's like, yeah, I'm you know, an officer or whatever at Mabel Bassett, and what are they gonna do, fire me? You know, and every time he says that, I'm like, shut up. But like, he talks about, you know, people in prison and PTSD and like how he feels like he's, because of how bad Mabel Bassett is and stuff like that, like how they're even treating a lot of the cops like numbers. Like if you're not like one of the assholes and pepper spraying people in a kitchen with the door shut and shit and everything, like, and screaming at them 24/7, like, and he was talking about how they were screaming on the yard, and he just broke down crying because he's over it too. His body, mentally and emotionally and spiritually, is just so. How does an officer get PTSD from being in prison?
Right.
That's how bad Mabel Bassett is.
Yeah.
If the officers are getting PTSD from just working there, just imagine just the inmates.
Right.
When we're begging officers not to pepper spray in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because people are talking back or whatever. Because all the doors are closed. Like, I feel like in 20 years, they're going to be like, have you or a loved one been in Mabel Bassett between the years that we're exposed to pepper spray on a daily basis? You know, please contact now because you probably have, you know, cancer in your earlobes.
Right.
You know, you are growing a third toe or, you know,
Yeah,
an
no,
11th
really.
toe.
He said, is this the show you wanted me to go on?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is.
Now, before we wrap it up, I do have 3 more questions, but I want you guys to follow Robin on any social media that she is on. Support her in any endeavors that she has. It's all about love, support, good vibes, and positive energy. And anybody that's in the comments, follow them. Support. It's all about support. The only way we can make a change is if we stick to it and spread the word. The only way we can make a change in the prisons is if we keep coming out and being the voice. There's too many of us that's getting out and just being quiet about it. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Now, do you believe that they prepared you properly to be released for the world?
No. Not in any way, shape, form, or fashion. No.
Okay.
Like, I think through my own means of, like, being on a phone in prison and stuff like that, like, they don't teach that to people. I know for a fact there's people at Mabel Bassett who have never touched a phone and stuff like that. Like, that is your life. Like, this is your life. Let me get my gum off. This is your life. Like, absolutely, this is your life. You pay on here. You talk to people on here. You know what I'm saying? If people don't even know how to turn the fucker on, like, and like all the scams and all the catfishing and all that other stuff. I mean, there's dudes all the time trying to hit me up on TikTok. Hey, pretty. Be like, I know. You know, I mean, not trying to sound conceited, but like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they don't. There's no way.
Right.
Out and like, honestly, like, if you don't choose to better yourself,
then it's not gonna happen.
No class, no credits, no nothing is gonna prepare you. Nothing. Absolutely none. You know, and you know, they had just denied April.
Yes.
Like, and they denied her on some
bullshit.
Basically,
he said 30 years of law enforcement and never asking for help and seeing people like Robin who don't need to be in prison.
I love you. I love you for saying that, but I know that I did something wrong, and I accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I accept having to face consequences for something that I did. Now, maybe the extra that we didn't realize was going to happen, and like, prisons are just as a housing now. There's no real rehabilitation in any type of way at all, unless the inmate the person goes out and decides to take classes or does that themselves. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like, and even some of the people that they deemed the bad guys in there aren't even the worst ones.
Right.
Like,
how could you explain the way life is and how it could be for someone who did a lot of time like you and might be getting ready to be released?
Oh man. Like, I feel like before I got out, I wrote down every question that I could possibly have for my parole officer, for for the DHS lady, for even my bank, for like, they would always make fun of me because I would get and be writing these questions out, and I'm just like, because you guys only do 2 years,
right, so
you understand this, and this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
So even if it sounds like a stupid question or you feel like it's a stupid question, who cares?
Right.
I mean, like we were saying, I'm at that point where I don't give a fuck. I'm going to ask if it seems retarded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or whatever. I don't care. Like, the tap, I'm like, do I slide my card or am I tapping or am I sticking it in?
Really.
Like,
seriously.
you know what I mean? Or like, I was trying to get some food because I have EBT, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I slid my card and it kept saying denied. And I was like, what the fuck? And then Kiana looks at me and goes, is it locked? And I was like, oh shit.
Right. Right. Because
Like,
you got to lock your car because of scammers.
oh, bro. Like, yeah, because I guess one of the girls at the house had her, like, I guess she got it in like the next day or something like that.
Yeah. All her stuff was probably gone. Yeah.
Nothing. And I just like,
It happens.
I couldn't even imagine. Like, I went from $2.92 to $1.36.
Shoot, I go from $2.92 to $0 in one day because I'm vegan and just a box of plant-based eggs is like $9.
No, I was getting $2.92, but because of my job and the amazing pay that I get, I'm being, sarcastic. I went
Right,
from
no,
that.
right. That's why I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and so I was just like, how that was another like stress.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I gonna feed myself?
Right.
Because even though I live in a trust, I still have to pay rent. I still have to pay fines. I still have to pay this. I still have to pay that. Like,
And it's like, what are you left with?
Yeah, like I literally, I get paid every week, but by the time I get done paying everything and stuff like that, like I have $25-$30 left. And like I want nails. Like I would love to have some nails and like be girly. Like I brought heels. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I did have the heels on, I'd be sitting like this the whole time,
Yeah.
Because, like, but
Let me get
I
some
just,
press on.
but, like, I've had nails a couple times and stuff, but just, like, I want, because you're suppressed to be as a girl there.
Yes.
They take away your femininity. They take away your ability to feel, and, like, I feel funny showing cleavage. And I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah. Let it out.
But I would.
Right.
Who?
Wifey.
Oh. But like when I would go swimming, I still wear shorts
and a shirt.
Yeah, and we had gotten some bathing suits and stuff like that, and I'm just like.
I'm not about to play with you, man.
But it's and just.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to being curvy.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being fat, okay?
Hush.
And, like, there's things that I'm like, I try to pop my back and I feel like I can't because I'm too fat. I'm like,
Ooh,
okay, so that fat roll is not doing it.
Ooh, I had my back surgery.
Oh,
That
yeah.
just made me hurt.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like.
Or, like, I should be breathing hard to bend over to tie my shoe.
Why not? I'd be like, and still didn't tie it. Shit still untied. I'm like, oh, what am I down there for?
Or the stairs. We have these stairs that we have to walk up at the house. I hate buying bottled water. I would pay somebody to pack them that case of water because it's like.
Yeah, you gotta bring it up the stairs and shit.
After I get done, I'm like, yes, I am strong.
Right.
I'm the strongest person in life. I'm chunking that bottle of water, like, shoo. Sweating and stuff.
Yeah.
I had to take a break.
Oh, girl, not menopausing. Now, my last question is, and I'm asking this specifically because a lot of people think that when we get out that we just supposed to be like, hey.
Oh, no.
Do you still experience anxiety and depression?
I cry almost every night. And it's not because I'm sad.
Right.
It's because I just want to make it. I want to thrive. I might be because I'm sad sometimes because I miss my family. I feel more comfortable around being around convicts than I do other people. Because I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to explain situations or stories or feel uncomfortable when I do have to tell somebody, oh, I've been locked up, and in my mind think, okay, now what are they thinking about me? Even though I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to care about what other people think and how other people feel, but I feel more comfortable around convicts. And, you know, and then, like, what did I do to deserve this? How can I make this the most impactful thing that I'm going to do in my life? Yeah. I refuse to go back. So that's not even a question. Did I do drugs when I was in there? Yes. It's not even been a thought. The minute that they told me I was moving down to D building, it's a wrap. Yeah. I want to make me proud. Right. If I have a baby, I want my baby to be proud. You know, like, if I don't, then I want my God kids to be proud of me. Right. I want anybody to who knows me or who's gonna know me to be like, damn, she did that shit. I wasn't on my hands and knees. No, I was in a fucking cave, bro. And to come up out of a cave and to go where I know that I'm gonna go. And that my biggest thing right now is I have no patience, because I feel like if I get this, I know that this and this and this, so let me get this, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, like, it's just, I'm not crying with you no more, Janelle. Like, no.
I know.
God dang, quit.
I'm over here like, what's all of this on my?
I'm trying to hold it back, and all here. Stop. I saw her pretty. Yeah, okay.
Just so y'all know, this is the therapy that you never knew you needed. So when you come to the couch, it's not just about.
No, but it's about everything. It's everything. Like, I don't have to explain, like, what it was like going to Chow Hall, I don't have to explain about the whole pepper spray. Like, you automatically know. So I don't have to be like, okay, so this is what would happen.
Yes.
Like, I know I'm going to have to in certain situations in my life, but to not be able to have to explain because they've been there and they've done that and they understand the trauma and everything that comes with it.
Right.
Like, just having anybody yell in your face is traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? And triggering. But, like, to have a man scream and holler in your face, my first reaction is, I'm about to knock this motherfucker in his throat and bring him down a couple notches and stuff. Like, and not to, like, be funny, but, like, all these guys wearing these fucking flip-flops and shit. I'm not used to seeing guy toes and guy thighs. And they're wearing, like, these short, and that makes me more uncomfortable than when a chick walks in with, like, cleavage.
Right.
And, like, her booty cheeks hanging out.
Right.
But I'm just like, why is this guy's thighs out?
Right.
And his toes. Like,
no, Mr. McCoy, you are not wrong. He said, I'm so proud of you. Keep pushing. And you know how to reach me.
I know how to reach
you. And no,
you.
it's not bad that you feel like you get more respect from the ladies than your own people. It's the real shit. It's really what happening.
Like a cop should not feel more connected to former inmates, the people that he used to be over, than
the people that
his own people that he works with.
At all.
Because you know they don't have a warden at Mabel's right now.
I heard.
And then our lovely director has, you know, went to the private sector. And we all know what that means.
Right.
Or we, you know, feel like we know what that means. So, yeah.
Wow. You guys, like I said, this whole week is Prison Jail Felon Talk. If you've done any time or if you've been even.
God dang it.
I know I keep doing. Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
If you've done any time, I keep forgetting that my shoulders is broke. So whenever I reach and then I feel
Well,
it,
why don't you tell me to move?
I be forgetting.
God dang
That's
it.
what I keep saying. I keep forgetting. Hey everyone. So what I was saying is,
Probably my hair. Who knows?
what I was saying is, this whole week, Prison Jail Felon Talk on the Couch. You're more than welcome to come share your story. If you've done any time, even if you haven't done any time, we love you too, Heather. Shout out to everybody that was tuned in. Make sure that you follow Robin on all social media. We wrapping up, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to be on tomorrow. Like I said, I'm on this whole week, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time, usually. Unless, that's why I say turn on your post notifications. That way you'll know whenever I go live, because you don't want to miss out. Right. Robin, thank you so much for being on the couch. Thank you so much for sharing.
It's amazing.
And you know, this doesn't have to be the only time. You're more than welcome to come anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah, because Prison Jail Felon Talk isn't just, she didn't just do one day, and she did 31 years, so she going to have more stories.
11,000.
She had way more stories than me, and y'all know my little stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will see you guys on the couch tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will have you guys a reel. This was a 2-hour session, so I will have you a reel soon. Just give me a moment. We actually, I'm about to take her to see Wifey. She don't even know. I'm about to take her to see Wifey, yes. So, and then I know,
what else are we doing?
Sheila needs to see. We're gonna do a scene for the video shoot.
I get to be in the video.
Yes. So and Wifey, get ready, because I need you to shoot it real quick. All right. I love you guys. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Period. Follow Robin too. Now. Oh wow. I hit stage 2, baby.
Yeah.